Well, we are live, folks. We are live right now on YouTube, and now we are also live on Twitch. 1-1, swinging and missing strike two. Korea versus the Dominican Republic, the first elimination game. This is my quote unquote marathon from 6:30 now till about 10:30 p.m. About the next 5 hours, maybe six, we're gonna be live streaming these two games. 1-2 pitch, here it is. Grounded to the third baseman. Machado, as sure of a thing as third base as it is, one away. So a better start in this game for Christopher Sanchez compared to his last game versus Nicaragua. Really good start. What is going on, everybody? Boy, oh boy, we have a great evening of baseball ahead of us. Korea versus the Dominican Republic right now, then USA versus Canada. Let's go. Here is the pitch. Misses up high, one ball and no strikes. We got Jahmai Jones. Jahmai Jones, first Korea appearance in the World Baseball Classic. So, and Jahmai Jones is with Detroit. The 1-0 pitch, here it is. Swinging and missing, strike one. 1-1 is the count. So, this game here, it's heavily favored, I believe. Not heavily, not I believe, but it's heavily favored for the Dominican Republic. And let's see, the 1-1 pitch, outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a few things change. Now, one thing that has changed, the pitch count. In the last round, pitchers could only throw 80 pitches in a game. Or excuse me, they could only throw 65 pitches. 2-1 pitch. 2-2. In last round, the first round, pitchers could only throw 65 pitches in a game. Right now, a pitcher is able to throw 80 pitches in a game. So that definitely is going to factor in. Here is the 2-2 pouch. Hit into the ground to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Padermo. Did he get him? He got him. So this Korea team definitely is a fast team. I mean, that was a very routine play, but it made it very, very close. So, and as I mentioned, the pitch limits has changed from 65 pitches to now 80. So that's a difference of maybe an inning. And if a pitcher is really efficient, maybe they can get 80. They can get 6 innings, 5 innings. Let's see, depending on how efficient they are. Right now, Sanchez is at his 10th pitch right here. Swinging, helmet falls off, strike 1. So already a amazing start for Christopher Sanchez. Remember, his first game against Nicaragua, he wasn't sharp. He struck out 4 people for the first time ever in World Baseball Classic history in an inning, but he got into some trouble. So let's go here to the 0-1 pitch from Sanchez. 2. Quickly 0-2 count. So, and now the most important rule, this is win or go home. No more games ahead of you. It's you win, you advance. You lose, you're eliminated. The 0-2 pitch for a 1-2-3 inning. Ooh, strike 3. Got him. Delayed call by the umpire. That is going to be a 1-2-3 quick inning for Korea. Christopher Sanchez off to an amazing start. And here we go, getting ready for the Dominican Republic to hit. One notice we have there, Austin Wells is not the starting catcher in this game. So, wow, what an amazing tournament we are going to have right now. And I will go here so that all of you can know where it is that we are standing. You are going to see, as you see there, the bracket. We were starting from 20 teams in the World Baseball Classic. Now we are down to the last 8 teams. You see in quarterfinal 1, the first matchup, which is right now, this game, Korea versus the Dominican Republic. That is the matchup that all of us are watching right now. Now, after that, we have, excuse me, we have the matchup of, which is next, and I'll be live streaming this, the United States, USA versus Canada. That's going to be happening 8 p.m. Eastern time. So, in about an hour and a half, we are going to be cutting off this live stream, and we are going to be going to a new live stream specifically for the Dominican, specifically for USA and Canada. For me, that's the main event because, let's be honest, a lot of people expect the DR to win. There's not much expectations for the DR losing this game. So now the US and Canada, this is a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game. DR Korea, it's not a rivalry game, but this game here coming up, the US and Canada, it's a rivalry game, and we saw especially that the US beat Canada in hockey, the men's and women's team. So you can be sure that the USA, you can be sure that Canada is looking to get some redemption in that matchup. So it's going to be good. When we get back to a commercial break, I will discuss the next bracket so that we can talk about that and go there. First pitch, Fernando Tatis swings, fouls it away, strike one. So we'll be doing that afterwards in that regard. So Fernando Tatis, 6 for 13, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs already in the World Baseball Classic, just in 4 games. 0-1 pitch, inside. That's a good location right there. It's gonna be 1-1, and we got a 39-year-old pitcher for Korea. Wow. Ryu, here is the 1-1. Good location, but that's gonna miss outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Korea versus the Dominican Republic. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Tatis Jr. is up at the plate. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swinging and missing, 2-2. So that was a really nice pitch. He was in a fastball count, 2-1, and he did not give in. He threw a changeup. And we're facing Dominican Republic is facing an experienced pitcher here. Their best pitcher they faced, you could say, 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. I would say their most experienced pitcher by far, and we can argue probably the best pitcher that they faced in all 5 games. Maybe the closest after was Venezuela, Eduardo Rodriguez, but this pitcher here is a very, very experienced pitcher. We'll give some updates on him. 3-2, grounded foul. Still a full count. So we'll give a little bit of a little knowledge on him. And Korea, they are a team that they came back, They're a team that they came back. 3-2, hit, foul ball. They're going to do it again. So what a good at bat by Fernando Tatis. I like when hitters can really work on that bat because they put pressure. And they make it so that the team can see what they're throwing with. So Hyunjin Ryu, his career numbers 78 and 48. Here's the full count pitch. Oh, he got him. Oof, that was a filthy pitch right there. Strike one. Oof. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a little high, Blue, but that was a wicked pitch right there. Oh, boy. That was a 12-6 curveball. 12-6. Ay. 12-6 curveball right there. 12-6 right there. So, let's see. Here is a boss. 1-0. So, 78 and 48, 3.27 ERA, more than 1,000 innings pitched in the majors. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses way high, 2-0. So they're facing a good pitcher, the Dominican Republic. He started with Los Angeles. The last time he was in the MLB was 2023, however. He hasn't been in the MLB since 2023, but he spent 2 years with the Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays. Here's a 2-0, missed, foul ball. It is going to be now a 2-1 count. So they're facing a really good pitcher. Really, really good pitcher. Not somebody that's going to overpower them, but somebody that he's gonna throw strikes. Somebody that he's gonna throw strikes and he's gonna change it up. 2-1, misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike now. So I was saying the point. Somebody that has experience, but somebody also that they know what they're doing. They're not a rookie. They're not a new pitcher. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Swung at ball 4. Full count. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to go to that. I'm listening to the game, but I'm also giving my feedback. So you got to lay off that pitch. You swung at ball 4 right there. That ball was too high. But now I get it why he swung. He swung at that pitch because that 12-6 curveball. And maybe he's going to throw it again. Let's see. Swings again at a high pitch. 3-2. Grounded to the shortstop. That's going to be 2 quick outs for Ryu. So really, really 2 quick outs. Now we got Juan Soto coming up. But this Dominican Republic lineup, Tatis Jr., Ketel Marte, Juan Soto, Vladdy, Machado, Junior Caminero, Julio 7th, Agustin Ramirez, and Geraldo Perdomo. What a absolute lineup here. We got as Star Wars is here early. Let's go USA tonight. You got it. Let's go USA. Here's the pitch to Juan Soto. First pitch swinging, boots it, but the second baseman has time. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Dominican Republic. Really, really quick. So we are going now to the top of the 2nd inning. So, whoa, what a start for both of these teams pitching wise. Whoa. So already I like what I saw in this 1st inning. I liked a lot. Because look, when a pitcher can throw hard, don't get me wrong, that's a phenomenal thing to have, a phenomenal tool when you could throw hard. But Ryu's not throwing that hard right now. But he has a 12-6 curveball. He has a changeup. His fastball keeps you honest. He's not afraid to throw you in. And as I'm going to go over the numbers again, he hasn't been in the MLB since 2023. So that's 2 full seasons, 2024 and 2025. But he pitched for the Blue Jays for 4 years from 2020 to 2023. And from 2013 to 2019, he was with the LA Dodgers. Again, he has some really good career numbers. 78 and 48. He's 30 games over 500 as a pitcher. 3.27 ERA. 186 games pitched. 185 starts. 1 save. He even had a save. 1,055 and 1/3 inning. 934 strikeouts. And his whip is 1.18. So, you know, that right there is, it is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting right there. The Dominican Republic is facing a really, really good pitcher. I just a mod on another channel. I just want to hop on. What do you mean, Star Wars? What? You made a mod? How does that work? You have a link there? Let me know. So we're here for this game. This game is going to be an absolute amazing game. The Dominican Republic versus Korea. And then after this, we got the USA versus Canada. So let me go back really fast as I had mentioned. So we spoke about the first bracket. After this game, you already know what's going to come. USA and Canada, which it's a rivalry game. The USA recently in men's and women beat them in hockey. And hockey is Canada's sport. And the US won. So tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, Toronto, New York time, Puerto Rico versus Italy. And then 9 p.m. Eastern time, we got Venezuela versus Japan, which, it is another. There's 4 games here, and these 4 games are going to be really, really exciting. So Christopher Sanchez throws his first pitch of the inning. It was a strike. Here's his second pitch. That is going to be low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Let us see here. So I am a mod on another channel. How does that work? We're at a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging, missing, strike 2. What a pitch. What a filthy pitch by Sanchez. That pitch was absolutely filthy. It's amazing how a pitcher in one game can just not have their stuff, but another game they have all of their stuff. Their pitch is working. So the 1-2 pitch. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. So Sanchez, that's the name of the channel, SANCHES. We got Anna Jimenez, 3685. She's the number 2 fan here. Wow, from the Dominican Republic flags. Okay, 2-2 pitch. Grounded. Cattell Marte's there to makes the play. That's going to be the first out of the inning. So 4 up, 4 down for Korea. So far, 3 up, 3 down for the Dominican Republic. Now, Korea doesn't have the star lineup that the Dominican Republic has, but they have speed, they play small ball, and they beat you. They beat you in many ways. They've had games where they scored a lot of runs. We got Bo Gyung Moon up. Here's the first pitch to him. He's gonna hit it to the to Manny Machado, who was shifted to the shortstop. That's gonna be another quick out. So 2 quick outs in this inning. The most RBIs in a single World Baseball Classic. We got Masataka Yoshida, 13. Vladimir Balatin from the Netherlands. We got Bo Gyung Moon. He's just finished hitting with 11. So let's see. Shank Whitcomb takes the first pitch, is going to miss outside, 1 ball and no strikes. We can block people as a mod. Yeah, definitely. When you're in control, you got a lot of it's in your hands. So the 1-0 pitch. Let us see now. Here it is, 1-0 pitch. Strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shout out to everybody that's joined on Twitch, that's joined on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you that has come in to tune in and to be able to watch this game. Let us see now the 1-1 pitch. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sanchez is about to deal. Here it is. Strike 2. So Sanchez is absolutely filthy to start off this game. Absolutely filthy. His pitches are moving. He's throwing strikes. He looks composed, confident. 1 strike away from 6 up, 6 down. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Strike 3. Quick 1-2-3 inning. So we are now going to the bottom of the 2nd inning in this ball game. So this game, the first inning and a third have gone absolutely very, very fast. So this game could be a very, very fast game, a pitcher's duel, and let us see. So we're going to finish off with this point, just showing you the bracket. You see, everybody is expecting. And look, I made a prediction, and out of my prediction, 7 of the teams, as you see there, they all made it. The only team I didn't predict was Italy. I predicted Mexico was actually going to be there. But they changed the brackets. The brackets are different. It wasn't supposed to be this way. It was supposed to be what you see, the Puerto Rico and Italy bracket on the opposite side for US and Canada, so that the winners out of those 2 games would play, and Korea, Dominican versus the winner of Venezuela, Japan. But I don't know what happened, what caused it, but there's a difference now in the bracket. So the bracket falls. Whoever wins out of Korea and Dominican Republic is going to face the winner out of USA and Canada. And look, it's no disrespect to Korea, no disrespect to Canada. I'm in Canada. But the matchup everybody wants to see is the Dominican Republic versus the US. Oh my goodness. The US versus the Dominican Republic would absolutely be unbelievable. When I say that matchup would be absolutely unbelievable, ooh, boy, there's no words to explain how amazing that matchup would be. That matchup is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And everybody wants to see that. So let's see if we're going to get that, because Korea is off to a good start. Korea, look, the Dominican Republic's the favorite in this game. The US is the favorite in that game versus Canada. But that doesn't mean anything. It does not mean anything. If we could choose, most people would want, if we could choose the final four, I think most people would want to see Dominican versus Venezuela again, US versus Japan in the semifinals, and then the winners of those games will meet in the finals. But of course, we're not going to get that. We can only see US and Japan if both make the finals. But let's see. Vladdy's up, first pitch inside, and now Ryu pitched versus he knows Vladdy because he's pitched with the Blue Jays before. So first pitch was way inside, buzzes him inside. So here's the 1-0 pitch, misses low, no balls, no 2 balls, no strikes. So Vladdy right now is up a quick 1-2-3 inning for both sides. 2-0 pitch, 3-0. That's gonna miss outside. So no hits in this game so far, no base runners. The Dominican Republic 1-2-3. And Korea 2 1-2-3 innings. The Dominican Republic is up in the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 pitch to Vladdy. Here it is. Strike. Barely gets the outside corner. We got a 3-ball and 1 strike count. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count right now. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Misses in the dirt. We got the first base runner of the game. Vladdy is now on base. First base runner of this ball game. So, everybody wants to see the U.S. versus the Dominican Republic in the next round. And I guess we would expect now, people would prefer to see either Italy versus Japan or Italy versus Venezuela. One of those teams. And we got to see what's going to happen. There's a lot that could happen. Manny Machado's up. First pitch to him. Strike 1. Look, the umpire's looking a little better today to start off this ball game. He's missed maybe 1 call in the first, 40 pitches so far. So that's fair. Let's see the 0-1 pitch from Ryu. Here it is. In tight. I like how he's throwing the ball inside and tight. I like that. When a pitcher can throw the ball inside, when they can throw the ball tight, it's a really, really good thing. So the 1-1 pitch. Here it is, the 1-1 pitch. That is going to miss 2 balls and 1 strike. When a pitcher could throw in, when a pitcher can, throw the ball in, brush them off, move from in, out, center. I think that's amazing when they become more dimensional. So the 2-1 pitch, here it is. It is hit pretty well, but off the end of the bat, the left fielder's there, makes the play. We got a quick 1 out and 1 person on base, which is still Vladdy. So far, the at-bat, that was off the end of the bat. So far, Ryu's looking good. So far. I mean, look, it's only the bottom of the second inning, but he's looking really good. So far, no good contact. We haven't seen any good contact for the most part. But of course, the first time through the lineup can be an adjustment for a lot of hitters. And then the pitcher, after they see him more, they have a better idea. Oh boy, that 12-6 curve is ridiculous. Strike 1. It's a 71 mile per hour 12-6 curveball. I mean, filthy. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Throws it up high. 85 miles per hour. Oof. 1 ball, 1 strike. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from Ryu so far. This game, I wish that this game started at 5 p.m. and then the U.S. and Canada game was at 8 so that you could watch both fully. That is going to be another strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But unfortunately, this game is finishing. It starts at 6:30. It's going to finish around 9:30-ish. So, the U.S. game is going to start well into that. So, we're going to have to do a little bit of back and forth with that. And we're going to do the double streaming there. But, woof. Here's the 1-2. Popped and fouled away. We're going to do it again at 1 and 2. So Ryu's not throwing the ball hard. He's not throwing the ball hard right now. He's not throwing hard. But he's really changing pitches. He's really, that is hit far. That is going to stay fair. So we got our first extra base hit of the game. Why? They sending Vladdy home. They're sending Vladdy home. And he is going to be safe. What a slide by Vladdy. What a slide by Vladdy. It is 1-0. The Dominican Republic leads this game. The ball got home way before Vladdy, but it was on the left side. Vladdy slides On the inside, I don't know how Caminero hit this ball to start with. How did he keep it fair? But what a slide by Vladdy. What a throw by the shortstop, but Vladdy and Rodriguez, Julio Rodriguez, telling him coming where to go. That's what I'm talking about. For all my young people watching, that's how you work. That's how you work as a team right there. Oh, to Julio, that is gonna be fielded. It's gonna get the run in. It's gonna be the second out of the inning. What a play right there. So we got another run. My bad. It was a runner at third, which Julio just got him in. But wow, what an eventful two pitches right here. The infield was drawn in. Caminero was actually at third, and he went off contact. Ball was hit too soft, and the Dominican Republic quickly has 2 runs in this inning. In a matter of 2 pitches, 2 runs. Wow. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Wow. What a play. So an event. These last 2 pitches have been absolutely electric. Wow. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Misses 2-0. So Julio was at the home plate. He was on deck hitter, but he was at home plate telling Vladdy, look, slide this way. And Vladdy saw it and he avoided the attack. Because let me say here, 2-0 pitch. That's going to miss 3-0. If Julio wasn't there to say, Vladdy would have slid normal and he would have been out. Because the catcher would have had him there. So I love to see plays like that. How can you not love that? 3-0 pitch. 4-pitch walk. So Ryu, what's hurt him in this inning is 2 4-pitch walks. 2 4-pitch walks. So that's 100% hurt him in this inning. 2 4-pitch walks have really hurt him in this inning. So we got Perdomo up. He's up to 34 pitches now, Ryu in this game. But what an eventful. So we got at Star Wars Shia, Good Phillies YouTube, even doing games. That's fire. That's fire. Send the link here at Star Wars. What a slide by Vladdy. What a job by Julio. I mean, he was out. Not even close, but the slide. The slide. Wow. And this is for the kids at home. When you're on deck and there's almost a play at the plate, help your teammate. Tell them left or right. Of course, you can't be in the way of the play. That's a for sure. You cannot be in the way of the play, but you can help there from a distance. 0-0 pitch. Perdomo's bunting it. That's going to go foul. Strike 1. Wow. So what a start to this game. A quick 1-2-3 inning on both sides. Another 1-2-3 inning for Korea. But this second inning, a walk. Vladdy scores on a triple from first. And what made him score was that help from Julio. The slide. What a slide. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Did he go? He went. 0-2. So that's a good pitch. So Ryu, what's hurt him this inning? Let's see here. It's a foul ball. Yeah. Yeah, if he kept that ball fair, they showed a replay of the bunt. If he kept that fair, that's a bunt single because the third baseman was nowhere near. So 0-2 pitch. He's going to pick off for first. We're still at 36 pitches in this inning. It's a 0-2 count. Perdomo and Ryu. We have already some action in the bullpen for Korea. Ryu started off phenomenal. But what's hurt Ryu was 2 4-pitch walks. That's going to miss up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He was really good, but 4-pitch walk to Vladdy. Not even close. Not even throwing anything. And this inning, his control 100% hasn't been good this inning. So he hasn't been able to pitch controlling. That is hit to center field. It's going to be a base hit. So Perdomo gets it. Oh boy, almost had him at second for overrunning. So we got first and second now with Tatis. And boy, oh boy. So from a slow start from the Dominican Republic in the first inning, they've put the pressure on Ryu. And Ryu may not last much longer in this game. He's already up to 38 pitches. That was a changeup. A really good pitch. It was down, but really good discipline hitting from Perdomo to just stay straight through the ball. And what a job there. So we got Fernando Tatis up. He's up with first and second right now and a chance to do some damage. Can he do some damage right now? Boy, oh boy, if he hits a 3-run home run right now, here's the pitch to him. Misses way inside. So again, the control for Ryu in this inning has been very, very bad. He has not been controlling the ball this inning. His location, his pitch location has not been well. 1-0 pitch. That is a base hit to right field. Are they going to send him home? He's on his way home. They cutting it off, and the Dominican Republic now leads 3-0, and they are now pouring it on. Whoa, Ryu, that may have been the last pitch for Ryu. That may have been the last pitch for Ryu. I mean, right down the middle, and Fernando Tatis lets it travel and just hits it where it's pitched, right into right field. Beautiful piece of hitting. When a hitter can go the opposite way or to center, it's an amazing thing to see. Pulling the ball looks nice. Who doesn't like pulling? But boy, oh boy, when you could go the opposite way. So we have a pitching change, folks. We have a pitching change. Yeah, Ryu completely lost it in this inning. I mean, his first inning was phenomenal, but in this inning, he's 100% lost it. And we are now going to a pitcher's break, a pitching change. So the Dominican Republic, they are now leading 3-0, and now they have who? Ketel Marte coming up with an opportunity to put some damage in this game. So we're gonna go. Let us see here. We're gonna show you the lineup for the U.S. and Canada. Let's see if their lineups are available. We'll show you their lineups so that you can know what to expect for this next game that is gonna be coming. So let's go here. Okay, we got the Dominican Republic versus Canada. For the U.S., excuse me, we got the U.S. versus Canada. The lineup for the U.S. is going to be Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop, Bryce Harper batting second, first base, Aaron Judge batting third, right field, Kyle Schwarber, the cleanup hitter, and DH. Batting fifth, third base, Alex Bregman. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Roman Anthony. This is a good decision. Batting seventh, the catcher, Kyle Riley, which he's been an absolute no-show so far in this World Baseball Classic. I mean, he has not done anything offensively. Bryce Terang, which I like him starting this ball game. I like Bryce Terang, and Gunnar Henderson's a good pinch hit opportunity off the bench, but Bryce Terang batting eighth, playing second base, and we got Pete Crow Armstrong batting ninth and the center fielder. So that's the lineup for the Team USA. For Canada, we got Otto Lopez, shortstop, batting first. We got Josh Naylor, first base, batting second. We got Tyler O'Neill batting third, the right fielder. We got Owen Casey, who's been moved up in the lineup, cleanup, left field. We got Abraham Toro batting fifth and playing third base. We got Tyler Black, batting sixth, the DH. We got Bo Naylor, batting seventh, the catcher. We got Denzel Clark, batting eighth, the center fielder, and he's really got to, have some better at-bats. He hasn't been having good at-bats. And then we got Edouard Julien batting ninth and hitting and playing second base. So the first pitch is a ball to Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte is 3 for 13 in the World Baseball Classic, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and he has scored 6 runs. So Ketel Marte, it's a 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That is a changeup, strike one. Strike one, ball and 1 strike. That changeup was absolutely filthy. The Korean pitchers, they're not gonna, I don't know how many pitchers they have throwing hard. I don't think that they have that many, so they're gonna have to keep hitters off balance. That is pulled. Foul ball. Just foul. Wow, that was really, really close. Really, really close right there. Really, really close. Let's see that play again. That looked fair, but just foul. Good call. Good call, Blue. That's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Really, really good call right there. Really, really good call right there. So it's a 1-2 count. Boy, oh boy. 1-2 count. Here is the 1-2 pitch. swinging and missing in the dirt. Strike three. Marte strikes out. So the Dominican Republic gets 3 runs though. They lead this game 3-0 right now. And we are going to the 3rd inning right now with Korea hitless to start off this game. Hitless, no hits, and the Dominican Republic really did good. So Christopher Sanchez, he had a really long layoff in the inning that time around. So let's see if that can affect him in any way. So a few moments ago, we just gave you the lineups for the US and Canada. Reminder, at 7:55, depending on where we're at with the game, 7:55, we're going to be cutting off this live stream, and we're going to be starting a separate live stream for the USA and Canada. And in that USA and Canada, we'll still be talking about this game, the Dominican Republic and Canada. The Dominican Republic and Korea. We'll be still talking about this game in the link with the US. So the US and Canada, I'm really excited for that matchup. You saw my video. In case you missed my reaction for when the US lost to Italy and the US was in danger of being eliminated, because they were in danger, but they got some help from Italy. And as I promised, I didn't record. My wife asked me if I wanted to take a picture. I didn't, but I ate pizza. I promised to eat pizza that Thursday, and I ate the pizza. And what a difference a day makes, because now we have another baseball game for the US. And look, even if the US didn't make it, let's say that the USA didn't make the round and Mexico made it, I would still be doing the games of the World Baseball Classic. That's just it. But with what happened, we're happy that they made it, and we can go from there knowing that the USA made it to the next round. I'm extremely happy about that. Extremely happy about that. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. We're in this World Baseball Classic, and it's an amazing thing to watch. I am extremely excited to be able to watch this World Baseball Classic, to do the World Baseball Classic. And I encourage all of you to not miss a minute of this, because I think all of you are you're going to see some amazing baseball that we got going on right now. Amazing baseball right now. So we're at a commercial break. The Dominican Republic versus Korea. The DR is leading 3-0. 6 up, 6 down for Christopher Sanchez. And we are now about to start the 3rd inning. I'm surprised. The stadium is not completely packed. I'm shocked by that, surprisingly. But 0-0 pitch. Swinging and missing. So the hitters for Korea have been swinging at the first pitch often. And Christopher Sanchez is only at 23 pitches in this game. I mean, that's pretty efficient to start off. That could mean he could go 6-7 innings with 80 pitches. He is the 0-1 pitch. Misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. So far the approach has been be aggressive. I guess they don't want to be down in counts, which I can understand it. They've never seen Christopher Sanchez before. It's the first time, but they got to make some adjustments on the fly, and it's a tough thing. But hey, they're there for a reason. So it's a 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swinging and missing. Strike 2. So far, I haven't seen no good contact from this Korea team versus Christopher Sanchez. We got a timeout from the hitter, Hee-seung Kim, his 2nd appearance in the World Baseball Classic. Oh boy, we got some basketball going on, college basketball, the Big East tournament. For those of you that know about the Big East tournament in the U.S. metropolitan area, 1-2 pitch, swinging and missing, strike 3, 1 quick out for Christopher Sanchez. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of good swings for Korea to start off this game. And can I be honest with you? I'm pretty surprised that the Dominican Republic has Christopher Sanchez in this game. I would think that they would have pitched him in the semifinal game. But hey, they went with Christopher Sanchez, and so far he's been dominant. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1 ball and no strike. He's only had 27 pitches to start off this game. We got Dong-Hwan Park. 2-for-11 in the World Baseball Classic. No home runs, no RBIs. 3 runs and his first Korea World Baseball Classic appearance. Korea, they were 2-2 in pool play. They tied triple tie with 3 teams in their pool, and they came out because of the tiebreaker. 1-0 pitch, swinging and missing. One ball, one strike. Yeah. Again, the pitches that Christopher Sanchez is throwing. Oh, wait. Star Wars, I trying to send a link. Maybe it's not letting send a link here on YouTube. I'm not too sure, honestly. I would think it would let the link be sent here. But the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss again. 1-2. So again, Korea is absolutely, they are not seeing Christopher Sanchez well. They are not seeing him well at all. They are not seeing the ball well. They are not making good contact. They are barely making any contact. 1-2 pitch, misses. 2-2. And that's what the pitch that they got to lay off at. They got to be able to lay off that pitch and not swing at that pitch so that, they can stay away from those strikes. They can stay away from those pitches that are going to get them in trouble. So it's a 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Fouled into the ground. And we're going to do it again at 2-2. That's his 31st pitch of the game so far. He's got 49 pitches to go, Christopher Sanchez. In this round, pitchers can throw how can I say? They can throw 80 pitches instead of 65 like the first round. 80 pitches in this round. Here is the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, did he go? He did not go. It is now a full count. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first full count of the game. So this is a really, really good at bat. They've been able to make Christopher Sanchez work. And let's see if they can get anybody on base here right now. Can they get their first base runner of the game? The 3-2 pitch. He's not going to throw him a fastball. He does throw him a fastball right down the middle, strike. It was fouled away again. So we're going to do it again right now. So I'm actually pretty surprised that he threw him a strike there. Let us see here. The 3-2 pitch here. They're going to do it again. Sanchez throws it. That's going to be a ball 4. And the first base runner of the day for Korea in this ball game. So we saw what got Korea in trouble in the last inning was the walk. The walk is what got them into trouble in the last inning. So that got them into trouble in the last inning. Let's see if they can stay away from this trouble in the inning. Let's see here. Here is the 1-0, the 0-0 pitch, misses outside. So I was mentioning that Christopher Sanchez, he was, out of the inning, out in the dugout for some time, and it could be that it's affecting him right now. So the 1-0 pitch, here's the 1-0 pitch, inside, or is that called the strike? It is called the ball, 2-0. So far, he's not been his first batter, he was really, really sharp. But lately, he's been a little bit, losing his control. Like Ryu in the last inning, the bottom of the second. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. See, now if you're Korea there, you got to be patient there because he didn't throw him a strike and you help the pitcher out. And I get it. You want to do more, but you're the 9-hitter. You're the 9-hitter for a reason, getting on base. You're not there to be the power hitter, even though he's had some power in this World Baseball Classic, but 2-1 pitch. That is fouled away, 2-2. So what a difference. 3-1, 3-0, 3-1, now it's 2-2. But they've made him throw a little more pitches this inning, so that's a good sign there. Really good sign that they've been able to make him throw some more pitches. So, he still got 42 pitches to go in this game, so Christopher Sanchez is really looking good. Maybe he could get through 5, maybe even 6 innings in this game. 2-2 pitch. Swing and then missing. He couldn't hold back. 4 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez. And he's now 41 pitches away from having to come out of this. So try in that chat. I was trying to send a link. Sorry, try in that chat. That's interesting that you can't send a link in the chat. But hey, I still appreciate you, trying to send a link. Let us see here. You sent it on Instagram. I'm going to check my Instagram in a minute. 1-0 pitch, hit to the third baseman Machado, easy way, second base. That is going to do it. We got another end of the inning. So Korea has their first base runner, but nothing doing after that. So we are going down to the bottom of the third inning. We got Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., And then we got Manny Machado. What we're going to see happen in this next inning to come up. So USA, Canada's after this game in about another 25 to 35 minutes. We're going to be coming off this stream, and we're going to be having a stream specifically for the US and Canada, but we're still going to be talking about this game, the DR and Korea. We're going to do even a split screen with that. Let me see here. At Star Wars sent that he sent me a link on Instagram. Let me see here really fast. I'm going to take a quick look there. All right, let me check my Instagram to see if he sent me a message there. All right, let's see my Instagram. Okay, we got a follow. We're gonna follow back on Instagram, and let's check here. Yeah, that slide by Vladdy was absolutely unbelievable. Let me see here. That slide there, I'm seeing a replay. You know, and I need to start doing this. I'm gonna try this out. I'm going to start downloading the clips of the game and put it on a split screen. Something like this. Let me see if I can show this to you right here. I don't have that ready. Let us see here. That's the all-time record. Let us see right here. Social media. We could leave. We could take that out for there for right now. Take that out. Let us see here. No. Let's see right here if we got the other one. Okay, we're not going to be able to do the split screen yet, but the slide by Vladdy was absolutely unbelievable. Let me see here really fast. We got a message there from Star Wars on Instagram. I'm going to check it out. One moment, Star Wars. I'm going to check out your message right now. And anybody that's joined, I really appreciate you joining. So far, we've had more than 100 people join on YouTube. We have a few people that have also joined on Twitch, and I appreciate every single one of you that have, participated in this. So let us see here right now. Let us see here. Juan Soto's at bat. Here's the pitch to him. It's going to miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. Let me see here. 1-0 is the count. Here it is. Misses up high, 2 balls and no strikes. So the Dominican Republic is being really, really patient in this game. They are not in no rush. They are taking pitches. And look, Korea is going to have to throw some strikes. They're going to have to. The 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Strike. That was a nice pitch. Nice location there. Not giving in. Not throwing the, how can you say? Not giving in and throwing the, the fastball right down the middle. Really, really good job there by Nuh. N-O-H. That's his name. Nuh versus Soto. Here is the 2-1 pitch. That is line. It's going to be a base hit for Soto to the center fielder. It's going to be cut off well to hold Soto just to the single. So the Dominican Republic has a leadoff man on with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up. And they're showing replays of the slides of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's amazing how somebody you look at him, let's say this, you look at him and think he may not be that athletic. He is very, very athletic. His sliding, the way how agile he is, he's very agile, the way he can move. Unbelievable what he's able to do in that regard. So you got to give a shout out for that. Let me check here at Star Wars. I don't know if Star Wars is still here, but let us see here. So we have a little break there. At Star Wars, the link that you sent is not working. Let me see if I found there. I think I did find it. Are you live on the channel or you're gonna go live? Oh, I see scheduled. You have a schedule for the whole. Wow, you're live. I'm not seeing live right now. I'm seeing that it shows on Mastery High Gaming. I'm seeing. Is it a picture of Ash and Pikachu from Pokemon? Let me know. Okay, so the 0-0 pitch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s up. Here is the first pitch to Vladdy. Misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Dominican Republic, they are taking pitches. They are not in a rush. And this is why people want to see them versus the U.S. Because if they play the U.S. in the next round, they're going to face Paul Skeens. And everybody wants to see that. That is hit well to center field. Center field is not going to get it past him. It's going all the way to the wall. Soto, is he being waved around? Soto's being waved around. They may be at the plate. And Soto's going to be safe at home. Wow. The ball once again got him. The ball was once again there, but they're saying that the slide from Soto got him in. So let's put the run there on the board. Vladdy goes all the way to third with that. Let's check if they're going to challenge this. Wow, yeah, I'm shocked that they sent Soto there. Let's see. Let's see there. Oh, boy, he got in. Wow. The catcher for Korea 2 times misses the tag. What a slide. We're talking about Soto being like this and turning, turning and getting one hand back, the other hand forward. Wow. What a send. I thought it was very aggressive to send him, but he was safe. She is going to go live. That's awesome. Really, really awesome that, going to be going live. Yeah, I think for sure. Wow, he's safe. 4-0 now. The Dominican Republic has a runner on third base. And unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable what is going on right now. Absolutely unbelievable. Wow. So Korea is... I'm shocked that they sent Soto there. And they sent him. He was out. But the catcher just couldn't get him. See Soto getting... Some of that Mets fans, did his contact fall out? Or is he getting some solution in the eye? Not too sure there, but see Vladdy with the Dominican Republic earrings on right there from the USA and Canada game. Nah, nice. That's going to be really, really good. Really, really good that she's going to be able to do that live stream. They're still checking out the replay for the Korea. They're checking it out, but without a doubt, he was safe. Without a doubt, Soto was safe there. What a job to send him there. I think he was safe for sure. Like off. Yep. Runner safe. 4-0. The Dominican Republic leads. Wow. The Dominican Republic is leaving, no doubt. They are putting this game away very, very early. Very, very early. They are putting this game away. I mean, look, I'm always like that. But look, like they're showing the replay. What a slide. Man, MLB, I need permission to show the games. Did he even? Yeah. Wow. Okay, it was really close, but hey, you got to give credit to Soto for the slide there. They didn't get him. After the review, it's 4-0, and the Dominican Republic is threatening for more. Wow. Vladdy and Soto give each other a hug there. What happened here? Oh, we got a pitching change? Wow, another pitching change. My goodness. It's not looking good right now for Korea. Not looking good at all for Team Korea. Woof. It is not looking good for Team Korea right now. Not looking good for them. So, yeah, it's not looking good for them right now. 4-0, runner on third base, and the Dominican Republic is really, really trying to put this game away. Really, really trying to put this game away. Let us see here right now. So we're waiting in the next, in the next 17 minutes or so, we're going to be cutting off this live stream and be going to the US and Canada live stream. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's on Twitch. I appreciate every single one of you. We're going to do the same thing on Twitch. We're going to put it from this stream because the title is, DR versus Korea. We're going to change that. So we're going to exit both of these lives, and then we're going to go to a completely brand new stream for the US versus Canada. So I am extremely, extremely excited for that one, and I hope all of you are excited for that as well. So I'm going to show you one more time. You see it right here. This is where we're at. I understand Korea's not looking good. Let's just leave it at that. They are not looking good, and it's gonna come down to, the Dominican Republic finishing the deal, winning this game. Then it's gonna come down to, can the U.S. win? If the U.S. wins Sunday night, we could probably be seeing Paul Skeens, and the USA versus the Dominican Republic. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't want to see that matchup? I 100% want to see that matchup. And I don't know who would pitch that game, to be honest, but I'm going to take a look back into the World Baseball Classic games. Let me check. Let's go back. So yeah, Korea's back on. They got Young Hung Park in. First pitch he throws is going to be low, 1 ball and no strikes. So the Dominican Republic's in good shape right now. I know it's early, but they are in good shape right now and looking to put this game away. Ooh, way inside. 2 balls and no strikes. So the biggest thing that I've noticed from the Korea pitchers, they've really, really lost control. Really, really lost control. The first inning was like, wow. Ryu looked really, really good. That is hit well by Manny Machado. He has himself a base hit. It is now 5-0. The Dominican Republic is leading this ball game. Wow. Not looking good for Korea right now. Even more of a reason why I mentioned that we are going to be exiting this game a little bit earlier, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and say I expected this to be a 1-run game. I didn't expect that. But this, I don't know if there's mercy rule. Let me check that. I'm going to check that out right now. Is there mercy rule in the quarterfinal World Baseball Classic? Junior Caminero hits a base hit up the middle. So they are just completely demolishing Korea pitching right now. 4 straight hits to start off the inning. And let us see here. Yes, mercy rule applies to the quarterfinal. There is World Base. I was just seeing that. Wow. So if a team is up by same as the last, let's see, Julio, strike 1. Same as the last round. If a team is up by 5, if by 10 or more, 15 or more after 5 innings, game's over. 10 or more after 7th innings, game's over. 0-1 pitch, misses low, 1-1. So yeah, it's not looking too good right now for Korea. And that's, again, more of the reason why, yeah, Star Wars by Korea, it's not looking good right now. Not looking good at all. Let us see here. The 1-1 pitch misses low. And yeah, and that's the thing. They made a comment on the broadcast. The takes that they are having right now, I mean, they are taking some good pitches. 2-1. Julio swings and misses. 2-2. Really, really good pitch right there. I'm curious to see if the Dominican Republic making it. Ooh, it could be Luis Severino pitching versus the U.S., which is very interesting. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Julio. 1 out. First out of the inning. So that's an interesting one there. I forgot about Luis Severino. He could be starting the U.S. game. And look, if I think about it, that actually may be, and Sandy Alcantara, of them getting to the finals, will start the final. I think that that's a really good thing with, who you call it? I think it's really good with, well, I don't know what happened here, but there's a mound visit right now with the manager and the catcher. I'm not too sure if they're making a pitching change again. Wow, we got another pitching change. Wow. Another pitching change. Well, look, I'm not mad at it. We're literally, Dominican Republic has 5 runs, 7 hits. They're threatening. And Korea has no runs, no hits, no errors, nothing. So the downfall are the 2 things. the Dominican Republic is having some elite takes. Pitches that a lot of people would swing at, they are not swinging at those baseballs. They are taking those pitches. And that right there is the difference right there. That's the absolute difference. So we're going to finish this in. I believe this. We're going to finish this inning for the Dominican Republic. We're going to finish the Korea's top half of the fourth. And then we're going to end this stream and going to go for the live stream of the USA and Canada, which, look, I believe that that's actually going to be a really competitive game. I will be stunned, absolutely stunned, if the US mercies or wins by 10. Now, I will say this. Something's got to give for the US. I'm rooting for the US. Something's got to give, because with the way that they played that last game versus Italy, the bats woke up late. And look, if that's not the wake-up call that they needed, so I don't know what will be. And, you know, we got to see what's going to happen. But I don't know. We need to see what's going to happen there. We got 100% see what's going to happen there. So you that are here with me on live, put on the comments, what are some things that you think we could start doing in the live stream? Do you think that the live stream, Star Wars, what do you think? Or anybody else? Should we just do the live streams and when commercials have random talks? Or should we start including segments? Segments of things that we are, you know, gonna be doing. Segments of things that we, things, just to pass the time in the sense of entertaining people. We got Bean Guac coming in for Korea. Bean, Been Guac. Gwak. So let us see here right now. The first pitch from the break. Here it is. Right down the middle, strike one, 97 miles per hour. So he's throwing really hard. He's probably the pitcher that I've seen throw the hardest for this Korea team. Yeah, even the broadcasters noticed how much harder he's throwing. He's throwing really, really hard. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swung and fouled away, 0-2 count. Yeah, and that's like, how was Korea gonna win this game? Korea wasn't gonna win this game because they have the bats like the Dominican Republic. They're gonna win this game because they get people on base, steal bases, play small ball. And they only have one base runner to start off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Miss. Tried to get him to chase 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez, once again, he's having a long layoff in the dugout. He's been in the dugout for a while. Long layoff. Can he, can he keep himself good? 1-2 pitch. Misses low again. 2-2. Tries to get him to chase. That's the thing right there. Can Christopher Sanchez come back out and keep himself going? Now, if you're... Oh, I'm excited for the USA and Canada games. Canada game. At only resident geared solid 2. Fouled away, 97. Are they going to have a play on that? No, it's going to go out of play again. So, yes, I'm excited for the game as well. That game, it's going to be a good one. I believe it's going to be a good one. So, we're going to finish this inning, and then we're going to go watch Korea's last inning, and we're going to end the stream and go to a separate stream for that game. So, it's a 2-2 count. Let us see the pitch right here, right now. It's a long pause there with the pitch clock. Long pause. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds. And a long pause. He goes. Here's the pitch. Swinging and missing. Got him to chase something nasty. That is going to be a second out of the inning. You said do raids in between inning. Raid in what sense? Like go on to... Because from what I understand of a raid, I had a raid be done on my page before where somebody came in and they shouted out everybody. The problem is I don't have a ton of people watching. So if I had 100, 200, 500, 1,000 people watching, I would do that. Where I would, hey, let's go to page so-and-so and let's follow. I just don't have the amount of subscribers or people watching the videos yet, which is, it's not there yet, but we're going to keep working on it. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. in the dirt, 2-0. You know, so doing a raid will be fire. I think raids are amazing. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm able to do the raids, and I'm really really excited for that. Just not there yet, but you know we'll get there eventually. So 2-0 pitch. Here it is. That is gonna get low part of the zone. Strike one, 2 balls and 1 strike. We got Perdomo up. Can he put some more separation in this game right now? 2 balls, 1 strike. Perdomo is 1-for-1 in this ball game. The 2-1 pitch, and here it is. That is gonna be another strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Guac is looking to get out of this inning, and he's throwing harder. He's throwing a lot harder. I think that that's a little more competitive. And Korea's, we're gonna get a timeout from the hitter Perdomo. Korea's at a time now. Look, you got to stop the bleeding, and you got to try to chip away. Try to get an inning of 2 runs. Try to get 3 runs. Try to make it interesting. But if they don't score, then we may be looking at a mercy rule in this ball game. The 2-2 pitch, you got to get this out here. You can't let Tatis come up in this inning. Here it is, 2-2 pitch. Misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So it's a full count. The runners at first and second are going to get a head start. And a base hit, a double, could score them both, making this 7-0. Let's see here. What I've seen as well, the center fielder has not been covering ground a lot. 3-2 pitch, misses, ball 4. And Tatis is coming up with the bases loaded. And look, the Dominican Republic is absolutely having some major league takes. If the balls are not close, it's like all of them have the Juan Soto approach. If the ball's not close, they're not swinging. They're taking those pitches. They are laying off of the filthy pitches. So we got Tatis up with the bases loaded. Imagine he hits a grand slam right now. Here's the first pitch. That's going to miss up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Can Tatis get more? See the Dominican Republic flags? See the fans, the excitement? Every fan is like this with a phone. They have one phone in hand and they're recording. Here is the 1-0 pitch to Tatis. That is going to miss just low. Ooh, I thought that was a strike right there. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 count. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. 2-0 count. Bean Guac. He's thrown 14 pitches already, and we're only in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That is going to miss again. Boy, oh boy. Squeezing him a little bit, the umpire. Squeezing a little bit. The umpire is squeezing a little bit. No lie. We're talking about him giving these calls. He ain't giving these calls now. 3-0 is the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Not even close. 4 straight balls. And the Dominican Republic's lead goes up to 6-0. So the Dominican Republic is in the driver's seat. 6-0. And look, if you're the Dominican Republic, it's not about disrespecting your opponent, but this is an argument. Do you take Christopher Sanchez out this game now and go to the bullpen? Do you? Or do you go to another person that you trust, of course, that you're not going to overwork him because tomorrow they have a day off? Do you do that? Because we're talking about a mercy can happen. And if you do that, Christopher Sanchez, today's Friday. The final, if they make it, is Tuesday. So let's say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. He'll have 3 days rest. Plus, with 3 days rest, with, let's say if he only threw 40 pitches today, that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity right there. Huge, huge opportunity right there. So, you know, it's a very, very interesting point right there. So we got Ketel Marte up. Literally, we could see a mercy rule in this game. It's 6-0. Marte's up right now. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, 97 miles per hour. He's probably the hardest throwing pitcher for this team of Korea. Dominican Republic, they've been amazing in this World Baseball Classic to start off. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2, swinging and missing. So they're a strike away from getting out of this inning. It's already, right now, it's 7. Let me see the time. It is 7:49 Toronto time. So we're going to see how the inning starts off for Korea. And then we're going to end this live stream to go to the USA live stream. And we're going to be finishing off there. 0-2 pitch. That's gonna miss outside. 1 ball and no strike. Look, I don't know Guac's pitch limit. I don't know if he's a starter or a bullpen guy. I don't know what his pitch range is looking like, but he's already about to throw his 20th pitch. So the DR's already made him work. Now he hasn't helped himself because he's walked, he's because of walks, but 1-2 pitch. Misses low again, 2-2. So it's like he's trying to get them to chase some pitches, but in this position, you can do that, but you don't want Soto coming up in this inning. You don't. You do not. And the World Baseball Classic, I think there's some scouts there. Scouts to watch to see, who are anybody worth making an offer. 2-2 pitch. He didn't go. 3-2. Really good at bat by Ketel Marte. Really, really good at bat by Ketel Marte. The Eagles are extending the void date for Dallas Goedert's contract until Monday. This is the second time they have pushed back the date. This gives them more time to see if they can get a deal. Star Wars 9918, shout out to you for making that possible. The 3-2 pitch, here it is. Misses outside, another walk, and Guac cannot throw strikes, and it is 7-0. From 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes, to now it is a walk. And boy, the manager, you could see the look. This is already the 4th pitcher there. We're going for another mound visit. And look, I appreciate Correa because look, you can't just throw in the towel. Are we gonna have another pitching change right now? Wow. The 4th pitcher of the inning, folks. The 4th pitcher for the inning. We're going to a commercial break, folks. Folks, I'm not gonna be able to finish off the Correa inning in this live stream, but in a few moments we're gonna go back to the DR, and we're gonna go to the US and Canada stream. But I will be able to at least see more of that. But look, what's destroying Correa right now is the walk. Ryu started off solid, but then he walked, and that walk burned him. That walk, the first inning he had control. Second inning he didn't have control. No came in. He didn't walk nobody, but 2 earned runs. Let me see. We got brother BKL Sports Entertainment Show. Hey, shout out to you as well. I gotta definitely check out your channel. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including High Expectations HE Sports Talk. Keep up a good work on the channel. Appreciate it. And shout out from South Bronx. Let's get it. Shout out to the South Bronx. That is the place where I am born from. Brother BKL Contreras, aka Sports Entertainment Guy. Anybody that's here or anybody that's gonna come later, maybe you're on Twitch with me right now, check out at Brother BKL Sports Entertainment Show. And the amazing thing why I love what I'm doing? Look, I don't have a lot of subscribers, and better. Let me see where I'm at right now, because I'm on the journey for my first 500 subscribers. Let's see where we're at. We're getting close to, I'm on a journey for my first 1,000. But in terms of the 500, we're right there. Let me show all of you really fast my journey. Let me see if I can put it on the screen there. So the last time I updated it, where I showed it to everybody, we were at 475. I'm going to make an update right now. We've gotten a few more since that. My original goal, which look, it's not over. I haven't given up on it. But my original goal was to have 1,000 by how you call it? To have 1,000 by, by the 15th, this coming Sunday. It's not over. I have a chance. 0-1 pitch to Soto, 1 ball and no strikes. So that's my goal. I want to have 1,000 by this coming Sunday. I'm far with my pace that it's been going, but then again, with the speed of the internet, Soto gets a pitch to hit and fouls it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He hasn't thrown him any fastballs. Let me update so that you can all see. I'll show you all where I'm at with my journey. I'm aiming for the first 1,000 subs. First 1,000 subs on this channel. I want to update it for all of you. Let's see the 1-2 pitch, and we're going to go from there. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. That is going to miss up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let us see here. All right. So you see there my most recent time. Let's see the 2-2 pitch to Soto. 2-2. Ooh, way high. We had a full count again. Oh boy, they're about to walk in everybody. So in my last few days, we've gotten 6 new subscribers. Look, everybody wants to get 10,000. Everybody wants to get all of that in a subscribe, in a channel, in a live. Hey, 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Fouled away. They're gonna do it again. That was a good pitch to hear right there. Everybody wants to have that. Right now, I'm not there, and that's okay. But I gotta keep pushing, keep working, keep grinding. So this is why I encourage all of you to like, share, subscribe. Help me reach the goal. Let's see the 3-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch. Soto lines it. The right fielder makes the sliding grab to finally end the inning. Finally. Wow. So the Dominican Republic scores 4 more runs. Soto hit 2 times in the inning. We got brother BKL Contreras just subscribed. Don't forget, you got 1 million views. You could gain 3K to 16K plus new subscribers. 100%. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've been posting so much shorts, so much. Now I'm doing more long form. Now with the live streamings, I have about 1.5 million views on the channel. I have a lot, so it's been spreading. But you could definitely, I believe in that. I could gain that, and just got to keep pushing, got to keep grinding. Everybody's journey is different, and that's okay. But I got to keep on pushing. Look, folks, all right, we're going to stop at this. The inning is over. It's in the 4th inning right now. We're getting ready for the USA and Canada game. That game is just about to start. Look, I am going to exit this live stream. So at Brother BKL Sports Entertainment Show, I'm going to make sure to subscribe to your channel as well. I'm about to exit this live stream, and I'm going to open up my live stream for the USA and Canada live stream. And from there, I'll be talking a little bit more about this game, but mainly focusing on USA versus Canada. So I appreciate you on Twitch. I appreciate you on YouTube, brother BK, Star Wars, at Only Resident Gear. Who else? We got Anna Jimenez with some comments, with a comment for the DR flags. I appreciate everybody that has, tuned in. And I am going to be right back on a different link, of course. But you could check it on the channel. You already see a schedule there. I'll see all of you in a few moments. We'll be back in a few.